I'm clever. All right, so we'll just go through what we need today. We've got our red paper, a couple of white sheets from the printer machine, or any white paper is fine. And we're starting with our paper plate, of course, and some funky eyes and cotton balls. And I didn't write these in, but we've got to do a couple of circles, so you'll need some lids or a glass from the cupboard for a couple of things. You can size them up when we get ready for that. I'll just leave those there and put all of this back for now. So we're just going to start off with painting our inner circle with the skin tone. We've got, it's actually called a yellow pink paint. So if you haven't got that, I'm going to show you how to mix that color up later. But you can always use brown, put a little bit of white with it, and you can have just a brown Santa, which I didn't do one, but there's nothing wrong with a brown Santa. I'm just going to get some of the things off the top there and get my brush ready. Ooh, that's not a very nice one. There we go. My brush ready, and we'll just pop on a little bit of that. You say it's oops, too much, maybe not enough. So we'll just quickly whiz that around. I actually really like this color. If you were actually doing a real face, you'd probably want to add a bit of white, something to tone it down a little bit. And we'll just get around there like that. Oh yes, probably put a little bit too much on. Paint actually does go a long way, and you sort of think, oh, just blob that on, but no. There we go. And being acrylic, it won't take long to dry at all, but we might just put it around a little bit around the sides there. And yeah, I can feel it drying already, so it certainly isn't going to take long. I do have my fan on overhead though, so that will help it. If you haven't, and actually if you're in cold, dark place, then you might want to, yeah, you can see that it's wet by the shine. Then obviously you would like to maybe get your hairdryer out or whatever, or shush it around a little bit to get it dry. Oh, you don't even know what I want to put. I put the paintbrush in the wrong place. That's okay. Ah dear. All right, so let's do that. Get that a little bit drier. So while that's drying, I'm going to experiment. And I haven't actually done this before, but I have been told and shown, like this is how we learn, that you can actually make, just use this piece of paper, actually make a skin tone from your three primary colours. Primary colours are yellow, red and blue. And there's a white there, so we can mix that in. So I'm just going to make a little circle with the white. Go round and round. A fair bit there. Dab that in. Now we'll add we'll go for the yellow first. And you just do a little bit of it at a time. And get it, see how you go. And that's that. Now, a little tiny bit of red, and that's what they mean by a little tiny, there we go, little tiny bit of red. At least that's what I saw him do. Oh, look at that. A little bit more white in there, I think. Hey, that's not too bad. Let's try some there. There we are. Not too shabby. Look at that. You can get it a little bit darker. Oh, I'm very excited about that because sometimes you don't have the right colours, do you? And it's just learning what colours to mix to make other colours. So I'm really happy about that. Look at that. There we are. Very similar colour. And you can change it up. You know, if you want a darker, lighter, more of a yellow, more of a pink, like they've been out in the sun, you know, it's a good thing. I'm really happy about that. Very good. Okay, I guess you know I'm really happy about that. Okay, well that was great. I've learned something today, and I hope you've learned something today. And also that your primary colours are the blue, red, and yellow. And then you've got your white, and you can mix that into any of those to make other colours, which I'm sure you've learned at school anyway. So that is cool. I'll just pop that over there like that. Now let's fill this. Still a little bit wet. I might have to get my own hairdryer out so that we can get that dry. So if you're still waiting to get that dry, I should have had another trick up my sleeve to show you, shouldn't I? But that's okay. We'll just wait a little bit longer. I'll just see if I can find my hairdryer, which I really didn't expect to need. So 2 seconds, guys. I will just, yes. Yes, dive deep. Down we go. It's under the table. Of course it is. Of course it is. Here we go. Plugged in. Yes, it is. There we go. There we go. I'm going to work this way. One more little bit. And I think we're just about there. Cool. Very good. Certainly doesn't take long to dry. So we don't waste too much time, do we? All right, so there we go. Got the plate ready. Now, let's see. Where are we next? Just get rid of our experiment there. Okay, so next bit is we're going to chop off a little bit at the top of the head. That's where we're going to put the hat. So I'll just get a ruler. Hopefully you've got a ruler handy. Excuse me. And if you want to look at the demonstration to know how to, you just shouldn't chop his head. Just a little bit of the top of the card. That's where we're going to put his hat. Okay. So pretty much like that. Oops. There we go. Just draw a line across there. Get our scissors. Oh, they're not very sharp, I've learnt. I thought they were really nice and funky. Just because they're funky doesn't mean they work. I've learnt my lesson. All right, there we go. So just slice across here. Oop. Yeah. There we go. Obviously, pop that aside so we don't get confused. So now we've got our paper plate. Ooh, I moved him without a top on it. So now we're going to get our red paper. Red card is better. If you've only got your red normal, just red paper, it will still work, I'm sure. So hang on a minute. Oh, changed. Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. I'll just pop myself back down there a minute. Hi, Kat. How are you? Oh, so crafty. Yes, I know. All right. Somehow I've moved myself up to here, but that's okay, I guess, for now. All right. Now, our hat is about 14 or 5 inches. Let's have a look. Say 5.5 inches at the bottom. Oops, this way. So 5.5 inches across the width, and to get our point, we've gone up 9 inches on both sides. 9 inches. If you want centimetres, it's 13.5 across the width of the bottom of the hat and 23 centimetres up to the point. I don't know, I've changed my screen anyway. So then, obviously, we're going to cut out the hat. Hope everything's hearing me. Yes, last week I did a terrible thing and I had both my mics on. And when you do that, it makes a really, really horrible echo. So I must apologise for that. So I might just do these sticks again. Christmas sticks, but then we can just do popsicle sticks decorating. It doesn't have to be for Christmas because I think they look great. All right, now I don't know why. Oh, there we are. No, sorry guys, I'm just going to try and get me back to there we are. Right, I don't know that one. Sorry guys, I don't know why I'm up the top. But anyway, I hope I can keep you in screen. I have to go this way. All right, so now we've got our plate. So we're going to pop the hat in there behind there. So you could use some sticky tape, glue, or anything you like to just get that stuck to the back there. So I might just use a glue stick and pop his hat on like that. Oh dear, that's all right. There we are. Put my glue stick there and popping the hat on just on the bottom, just on the top, under the back side of the paper plate. Okay. Here we go. And if you don't trust your glue, you can always just staple that, because we're going to cover them up anyway. And then with the hat, to make it look a little bit cute and funky, I'm going to pop him across like that. So we're just bending the top. Oh, sorry. Bending the top there like that. And I think that deserves a little bit of glue under there. And hey, whoop, that didn't work. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's better. Now it should stick. And then also, obviously, at the very tip, now you may need your sticky, tough glue for this end bit. And you can pop on one of your cotton balls, because of course Father Christmas has cotton balls, as in snow everywhere. So he should sit there like that. So now we've already got the hat done. So we might finish the hat across the top with the cotton balls. So we may as well, although I may actually use this. Oh, it seems to be okay. All right. I'll just go across here like so. And then these are much smaller cotton balls than the ones I had before, so I'm just trying to puff them out a bit. They look a little bit strange. Anyway, that's okay. So some of you may use less than I do, or more. I'll be using more than I did for my original Father Christmas. So as you can see, he had quite big cotton balls. All right. I'll just go across. Ooh, that's the hats. Okay. Moving now like that. We'll get another one on. There, that's better. And if you've got whatever glue you've got, just push down for a little bit. And he's starting to look a lot like Father Christmas. All right. Now, we could pop the eyes on. Oh, no, we better make the beard. Otherwise, he'll get... we can do his face last. So, we need our white sheets from the printer machine. And I think I made the paper. I'll just measure. Yeah, 2.5 centimeters. Yeah, an inch wide, pretty much. So we'll need a few. So we'll just go down measuring the inch. Sorry. Oh, someone's. Okay, thank you. Ah, now, see, I'm just learning something every day. You, Katerina, you just taught me something. You wouldn't know what, but you did. So anyway, we're going to go across and we're going to mark out some inch marks. If it's not an inch, I think it's 2.5 centimeters, roundabout. 2.5 centimeters is 1 inch. I'm going to be professional after this. So there we go. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm just going to do the whole page. Excuse me. And now I actually do have a guillotine as such where I could chop the sheets, and it's really quick, but we'll chop them. We'll cut them out with scissors today. I think I might do it properly, so we'll just inch the other side as well, so we'll get straight lines. That's not my pencil. Here's my pencil. There, 1, 2, 3. And oh, good. Alrighty, so just draw a light line from one dot to the other. So we've got inch lines. It don't have to be perfect. I mean, it's for a beard, and beards are never perfect. I wonder if your dad has a beard. My son has a beard. It's out of control, but he likes it. So that's okay. And we may even have to do 2 pages of these. We'll just start and see how we go. Then Mum or Dad can always help you draw these up if you're having trouble. But I'm sure, you can just see my lines quite light. And then we're going to slice them up. Now what I have done also is I've got another piece of paper underneath. So if I need more, because you might like more. So yeah, we just sort of go with it and see what it looks like, and we can either have it a longer beard or a shorter beard. There we go. So let's get chopping. So I did talk about it last week, but no one would have heard. I wonder what you used to leave out for Father Christmas. We used to leave out a glass of milk when we're in the early days. A glass of milk and maybe a yo-yo biscuit. And then when my mum used to make honey biscuits, special honey biscuits, which we've just made on the weekend. I put a paper on my page. Yeah, we used to leave Father Christmas a biscuit, or a honey biscuit. And then, of course, you can't forget Rudolph. So we used to leave out a carrot or some sort of vegetable, because they must get very, very tired I have to go to all the boys and girls' houses and drop in those presents. So, phew, they really appreciate having a little rest and a little bit of something to eat and drink, and then off they go. All right, nearly there. Whoops, a little bit of a whoopsie line there. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Cool. Bit hard to see white on white here, but I'll get a little bit small. So, what we're going to do for starters is get our plate. Now, we start around about where my thumb is. Ooh. Got to get the camera right, guys. It is really difficult. So now we're going down to here and down to there, around about a little bit further, about there and there. So I might just mark that with my pencil, because beards don't start here unless they're little tiny, you know, those V looking ones. I'll just go across to here. So we'll start our beard around about there, I think, or a little bit higher. Oops, even higher. Yeah, so about here to here on the bottom, or just under halfway up. Okay, I'm going to get our first piece of paper, and now I'm just going to measure the length. Might be a little too long, but we'll have a look. Not too bad. Not too bad. So what we do for these is we get our little handy dandy stapler. Look at my baby stapler. Oops. There we go. Cute. The other one's like about 1.5 feet long. So I thought I'm going to use this one today. Much easier. Whoops. And then you just get in there and staple it close to the edge, because we're going to cover these up with the cotton balls. So then we just keep going around. I think they might be a little bit long, but you can either chop them or just have big round, because I've got it. Yep. There we go. Ooh. A bit hard. I'm trying to do it so that you can see what I'm doing, but here we are. Early days. That's correct, Katerina. Way early days. Later on, because it's a child's program. But I don't know. I think some people might even leave Santa a can of beer. Don't know if that's okay to say. But I think at one stage we may have done that. I don't know whose idea it was. Maybe my dad's. Because he might have thought, especially in Australia, in our weather, it is very hot. And probably thought that that would have been nice and refreshing. I'll just go all the way around, putting these on. Actually quite hard doing it back to front, but you'll be able to do it a little bit easier. Oh, it gets easy. Whoops, it gets easier once you've got this part done. Just put it under there. Come along. Father Christmas not cooperating with me. There we are. See, can't see what I'm doing with that with me there. Anyway. Right. Keep going. Probably 3 more pieces. All right. I hope all your Christmas trees are up and the lights are on and the bells are ringing. You know, Christmas morning we always have our Christmas CD on. And I don't know what your favourite is, but my favourite of all things is the Neil Diamond Christmas. I don't know why, but Michael Bublé obviously comes a close second. Because his is cute. Oh, and I can't think of the other one right at this minute. Right, let's keep going round. I think he's going to have more than my last one. Oh, come out. One more. Yep, one more. You're very funny, Katerina. I hope you're enjoying your craft afternoon. Look. Last one. Yeehaw. There we go. There we go. So we've got the beginnings of a good looking beard, I think. So now just add on, which you can staple or glue. I glued. I'll just show you. And we're just sort of doing them the opposite of each other. So we've got, whoops. The background. There you are. You can see that the first row goes around that way. And I'm definitely going to glue, I think, because otherwise you can see the staples. You don't need to see the staples. One. Gets quicker now. Two. This is when you get all glued together. I used the hot glue last week and I did have some fun gluing myself completely together. Not really. I'm joking, but I did make a bit of a mess with my hands. It's a tricky thing to use, the hot glue gun. But I guess with practice, it'll get lots easier. And I'll just keep going around, getting these done. Looks like I might need some more strips. That doesn't take long to do, look. So how are you going out there, guys? Keeping up? I hope so. If not, well, you can, whoopsie, by watching what I've done, it's easy enough to follow. You'll be able to finish up after I've gone if you want to. Or rewatch this tomorrow if you haven't got time to finish off today. Because I'm sure the replay will be up and running by then. We've also decided for next year, probably mid-January, we might get started again. And of course that's very exciting because we can actually do any craft we want. Certainly don't have to stick to where we started with Halloween and now we've done Christmas. So I think I'll be making lots of different things. So now we've got, oops, there we are. Oops, there we are. All of them down there like that. And now we leave the first one and start going down in the front here. So you virtually go across the first one that you do is just 2, and then the next one will be 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I've made too many. 2 and 1. That's okay. We'll work that out. Doesn't really matter. I wasn't counting it correctly, was I? But that's okay. So just keep going. 1, 3. Go. This one in. It's a little. I mean, it's easy, pretty easy to do, but anything crafty can still take a while to get done. Especially when you've got lots of little fiddly things to do. But hey, it's fun. I pity school's not on. You'll be able to take these to school and show your friends. I'm sure you'll have visitors around. Get your mates over for sleepovers. Nothing better. And maybe you could all make one. Who knows? Oops. I'll just leave the last one. Got in there, got in there. Whoops. There we go. And I just need to do one more piece of paper of inches. So I think I did add an extra bit of beard. So that's why we're going to need a few more. Let's do it across the bottom. 11. And the thing is with craft, because I watch a lot from America and England, and they use inches. So you sort of, even though we use centimetres, they use inches, and well, that's sort of how I started off, with inches and feet and meters, and so it sort of comes easier to me to do that. But I'm quite happy to do centimetres, just to let you youngies know, because that's you probably know that better, obviously, than the inches. So it's nice to know both, because there's lots of different things throughout your learning that will be in inches and will be in centimetres. So it's good to get to know both. And this will help me too. I'll have to do some centimetres now. So I'm getting there. I sort of tend to use what you know best. I suppose everybody's hopefully getting some Christmas cards in the mail. I'll get a few, but mostly I'm sent through Messenger, Facebook, that sort of thing these days. Which is okay, and it won't change, but having a card is really nice. It sort of feels special. Alright, that'll do. And we'll just keep adding on. I think we did, let's have a look at my last one. So we did 3. That's the middle one there. I think we might just add, right? Yes, we'll just finish him off here. We'll just do one more glue. Whoops. There, like so. Whoops. Needs to pump it up. Pump it up. Okay. Slippery paper. I mean, yeah. This is. He's going to look pretty cool, I think. It fits, and I think he could be okay. Let's have a look if I pull that one off. No, that's all right. Actually, yeah. I did make his beard a little bit wide. But we've done it. I've done it. So we've got 2, 3, 2. Sorry, 3, and then I've got 3 there, but I've ended it up. 3 there, and I've ended it up doing 1 to hold him and make it sort of look like he's got a bit of a pointed end to his beard there, like that bit there. And when you hold him up, he looks pretty cool. You can see him in the bottom screen. Whee! So now we can finish him off. So we get all our cotton balls, and I will have to get more, because honestly the last week's was they were quite big cotton balls. But these are tiny. So hang 10, guys. Just going to get my supply. Oh, where did I put my supply? Uh-oh. That could be an issue. Let's have a look. No. Oh, there they are. I've been inundated with new stock. Well, not new stock, extra stock and things and great fun things that I can use in making. And I haven't tidied it up yet, so I'm a little bit mixed up. All right, now I think we could still use the glue stick. I'm just going to fix his hat. Fix his hat and come off. There we go. Oh, so you just run the glue stick around there, and we shall just glue down the cotton balls around here. Looks pretty cute. There we are. There we are. Look how simple that was. Quick. There we are. Now, obviously, we're going to pop on the eyes first. Hold my eyes, this one. Now, I have used glue stick for the eyes. I better just put him up the other way, otherwise he could get his eyes in a different spot here. I'll just put him there. Oops. The other eye. Oops. Looks like he's got a bit of a blue tear there, but that will go away. I like the blue blue glue stick, because it sort of shows that you've covered everything in glue properly. Just wipe that off there like that. Oh, it's a bit googly eyed. Can you see? Oop. There we are. Now for the beard and the nose. Okay. So we're going to get leftover white paper, and I might just make it a little smaller. So we're just going to draw a circle. You see, I might be able to use a bit of this. There we are. So we've got it a little bigger. You see that? Okay. So glass out of the cupboard or cup. We're just going to make a circle and then cut it out. Actually, before, yep, that should be okay. Cut her out. There we go. There we go. And before we finish, we'll cut out Father Christmas's red nose as well, and we can glue them on. Now the circle has to be chopped in half, so we'll just cut it in, fold it in halves like that, and cut it down the middle. He gets his moustache. I'll just overlap that bit, so his face looks a bit like so. Sorry, I forgot about the red dot, which we'll do right now. And here we go. That's this paper here, and even the blue glue. Oh goodness me, glue stick lid will be perfect. Oh, I'm getting all tongue-tied. It must be getting near the end of the year. You start losing it. Okay, so we've got a nice little circle there. It could certainly be a little bit bigger, so it doesn't really matter. Just something, obviously. My partner's laughing at me in the background, and I don't know whether that's a good thing. There we are. Look. Cool. All right, so we can glue these down. Glue it down. Middle. Nice big moustache. There we go. Looking pretty good. I'm going to have to hang these on the wall. You can hear that? All right. Those, whoops. There we go. Hey, voila! Oh dear. There we go. There he is. So, how easy was that? Took a little bit, but we got there in the end. So I hope you enjoyed making that today. So I've got 2 Father Christmases now. See? Looking pretty cool. I know the little boy next door, he asked me for one of these Santas. So I said, yes, of course you can have it. So after today, I'll wander over and give him a Santa to put on his bedroom wall. So I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I certainly did, and I'm going to have a great Christmas. I'm going to